up, everybody? This is Markus Vance, lead singer of the Beatdown Band. This is Behind the Chair with Kokodabarber.
We are here with Mr. Markus. As he said earlier, from the Beatdown Band. He's the lead singer of the Beatdown Band, and we're just so excited to do this interview. I am excited. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Don't be fake.
No, I'm not fake. But don't call me Mr. Markus.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Markus, somebody else. Okay.
Yeah, don't call me Mr. Markus. We're gonna scratch that part out.
We are here with Markus. So, what made you start singing? Like, were you singing as a kid? Like, what brought about you even wanting to perform in front of a lot of people?
Truthfully, it started with my grandmother. My grandmother is a singer. She was raised in the church, and my grandmother was the person who everyone called in the Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale area for. Then there's my father. My father's a singer as well. Yeah, so being around them, you could say that. Yeah, it's definitely in the genes too. Yeah, so. And
I see, is that your cousin? That's the.
Yeah, that's the guitar player,
So
Ben. Ben and I are. What's funny is Ben and I are second cousins.
Okay. Yeah. Since you started off singing like as a youth, how important do you think young people honing their talent and making sure that they stick with it, whether it be an instrument or singing? So like you started in church, that was kind of your outlet to kind of probably get acclimated to singing in front of people. Like how important is that Black youth maintain those skills and not just, oh, I want to play sports and that be it, not forsake the singing, instruments and all of that? Well, you know what?
I'm kind of different because I started backwards. Even though I was with my grandmother in church, I wasn't singing in church. I was actually playing drums when I was younger.
Okay. So you do more than just.
Yeah.
I see some nights you do hop on the keys.
Yeah.
You're a Renaissance man. We know how to do everything.
Yeah, I try to, tip my hat every once in a while. Like in terms of the youth and being young, like when I was a kid, I had the heavy music influence, but for me, I wanted to be an athlete too. But because we traveled so much, I would miss a lot of the sports seasons.
Oh.
So that's where music really became my focus, because once I graduated from high school, I was playing all of the sports, but the thing about it was you weren't getting much exposure or
time on the field because you.
Well, I got time on the field. It's just the thing about it was it wasn't the same as playing sports here in Florida or just stateside, period. So when I graduated from high school, I that's when I dove into music.
Okay.
So, but to answer the question as far as how important it is, it's just the thing about it is we as Black people, we are so talented. We're so well versed in everything. So you shouldn't put yourself in one hole and just stick with that. You know what I'm saying? So
but how
the
do
music
kids
is
get there? Like in their areas is not those kind of programs, or how do they start? Like somebody might want to play
truthfully, the best place to start for us is in school and in church. Yeah, like with me, I'd have to say that I was fortunate enough to have, my father, who's a singer, who's been singing all my life, as an influence. But early on, I had some really good music teachers in school. Yeah. And they saw my, they saw it, so they maximized it. And because they kept me engaged, it's something that I look forward to. So I think by the time I was in 5th grade, my parents had me taking drum lessons on every Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? So they nurtured it.
Yeah. Always use it, and protect your instrument. I'm pretty sure you just don't put, I don't want to say that.
We're not gonna talk. What we're gonna say is this.
I'm sure that you.
I should have gave them my disclaimer before we started this interview. The views and opinions expressed by Markus Vance do not necessarily reflect those of the Beatdown Band, Kokodabarber, or Behind the Chair podcast. Like how I started actually in the music from an adult standpoint, or when I became an adult, was I was a musician. I didn't sing at all.
Okay. I see a lot of people start off like that.
Yeah.
Luther, a lot of people, they just be in the background first and then they come.
Yeah, I was a musician, and I was ecstatic. I was just happy to be in the band, you know. And then I joined the Air Force when I was 19.
Oh yeah.
And
we learned so much in these interviews.
yeah, right. I started singing. I really started singing while I was in basic training, just to pass time.
So you were singing the cadence, leading the.
Yeah, I was. I would sing.
You lead the cadence.
Yeah. I was leading the cadence. So, but you know, in our downtime and stuff, you know, the acoustics in the shower are phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, we be in there blowing it down, and I'm like, hey man, and it's something that I had been doing all my life, but I never took it serious. So it was a Valentine's Day dance when I got to tech school, and part of the dance, at the end of the dance, they had a lip sync contest. It wasn't they weren't calling it karaoke.
Yeah.
But it was a lip sync contest, and I was the only person in the contest who actually sung the song. So they gave me the microphone, and I asked them to turn it on, and I gave them the song, and I sang over "Smile," which is Belle Biv DeVoe, and my date started crying, and I won, and I was like, you know,
I might want to do this.
yeah. So when I got out of the Air Force, I came home, and I got a job, and then I jumped into the local music scene. I was actually in a band for a hot second, but then I started doing the talent shows at Club Atlanta in Uptown 21.
Oh yeah, that's before my time.
Yeah. So I started doing those talent shows, and then I ended up hooking up with a band, a group of guys. We formed a group. We had a little success. The name of the group was MCM. MCM.
MCM.
Yeah, and that stood for Myrick, who was the MC. That's my guy right there. He passed away a few years ago. Carl, Calvin, and Marcus. So it was, yeah, we made some noise.
So y'all were blowing a little bit.
Well, yeah.
It was in the 90s when groups was very popular.
We were trying to be Belle Biv DeVoe all day long with 4 members. Starter jackets and airbrush and
How do you think, since singing with that group and then now, you know, matriculating to the Beatdown Band and just seeing Tampa change as a whole, how do you think, especially live entertainment, we're not talking about like, because I think DJs are kind of like taking over, but just live entertainment, how has it changed from when you first got in the band to now, and what do you think like it's going to, like what's the wave that it's going to? Those like 3 questions in one.
Yeah. So the thing about it is, I believe that unless the city as a whole kind of embraces the live music culture, it's eventually gonna go to the DJ and you see the silent parties where everybody's got on their headphones.
And that's so like, I want to go to like, you know, a club that you guys are recently playing at. I want to go to a place like that where we can dance and we have a good time and I can see the live music, or like the Fox or something like that. Even like it hurt my heart that the Fox closed. Like if you ever been to Tampa and went to the Fox, it was just so intimate, and just the stage, it was a small little club, but it was just a good time. And DJs can just crank you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have a good time. But sometimes you just want to chill and vibe, and you don't want to be all that. Like, I can't bring, if I seen you cross the room and come, hey, you want to dance with me, to a DJ. What we going to dance to, Kaya? I still want to hear those live songs.
Well, you know what?
I'm going to go to church just to the choir and then leave. Like, I just want to hear live entertainment. I don't want to hear always a CD or you mix it.
You know why? Like, because it's not organic. You know what I'm saying? So that's what separates the difference between live music and a DJ. Because although the DJ can sit up there with his laptop and pull up any song you call out, it's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same hearing or seeing a band.
Yeah, seeing the expression on your face, the sweat. I want you to kick that can. Somebody give you $3. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, please make sure y'all tip the beat down band when y'all see them perform.
If the
the
money's right, the show's tight.
Hello, y'all do it at church,
that?
so please give them their
donations.
Donations. I thought it was the trash.
I'm gonna say this: long before today, I've seen enough of your work, and I've been a fan of your work for a long time. So, you know,
we're gonna be it in the back or around it.
Whatever you like.
I like whatever you like.
Whatever you like. Yeah, I've been a fan of yours for a long time. So I mean, I'm just happy to be in your chair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And we did want to, even though we didn't say anything, you let us, y'all did an awesome job in our way. I'm gonna wait till we interview the whole band and say all of this, but oh my, people still talking.
Team Ellis. What makes us different from everybody else, right? The thing about it is, with us, I tell people a lot of times, I use the analogy of going to an old school barbershop. When you walk into the old school barbershop, there's a chart on the wall
of
prices and styles. There's that poster with. So what you would do?
It didn't go with my feng shui.
No, I understand. But you would walk into the barbershop, and if it's your first time, or even if you're a regular, you sit down in the chair, the barber puts the cape and the tape.
What you get?
And he says, which one you want?
Yeah.
You're gonna point to that picture, and you're gonna say, I want this one. You probably gonna give him some specifics, you know, little enhancement, whatever.
Bit, yeah.
But that's the number that you want. What separates the beatdown band from a lot of other bands is the fact that we're gonna give you our version of number 29 up there on the wall, and more than likely you're gonna be satisfied with the results. The fact that everybody in the band is versed, like, and versatile. They can move from from instrument.
They just don't come out. They're actually musicians.
And I'm not just the lead. I mean, that's my role in the beatdown band, the lead singer. But I consider myself a musician first. So, you know, I think that adds to the chemistry of the band as well.
I'm gonna tell you the moment that blew me away for the beatdown band. It was my family reunion. Remember, it was in VIP. I told all my whole family. It was supposed to be way more, but people were tired. Like barbecues and stuff. We came to the jazz house, and my family just vibing. And when I seen Joe sing, I had never seen him sing. We're gonna beef him up again on the second part of the interview. When I seen him sing, I said,
right. That's a bad boy.
He been at the whole time. He can sing.
Bad boy.
When I see a band that literally anybody can step from in front of their instrument and do what they do. You know, when I had only seen Jay span one spot. I seen Jay walk around the crowd. He had started doing his thing. He had a couple solos. And now I can see progression from when he was in Ybor City to now.
I can say that you made reference earlier to, if your band's busy or you can't do it, making referrals.
I do it all the time. I got 3 or 4 barbers on hook that I send.
A lot of people don't know that we refer other bands, you know, to other artists when we can't do it. Not because a lot of times we're probably in a position where we can do it, but we still make the referral because
I know,
we all got to eat. Yeah, we all have to eat.
And even I do this, Marcus, and we're gonna keep this in the edit. Even if you have a vendetta for whatever reason, I don't know, against me, I'ma still, if somebody can say, oh, I can't do that, but I know a brother so-and-so, or I know a sister, she gonna gym.
Now that's hard, but it still happens.
Because business has nothing to do with what you have against me. I don't have no vendettas against anybody because I'm just trying to live and make it day to day.
Right.
So whatever I done heard that you said about that has nothing to do with me. What people do to you or say about you has nothing to do with you. You have to maintain your integrity. That's what my mama taught us. Like, it doesn't matter what people say about you. What do you say? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? So you can just sit around and, hey, let's around gossip and what they did to me. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares about that?
Yeah, that I don't do.
No.
I don't gossip about I don't like the gossip, period. Simply
Don't
because
have nothing to do with me.
Simply because I've been the subject of a lot of gossip over the years. So yeah, I don't get down with that. You want to know me? You want to know who
Call
I am?
me.
Ask me. Yeah.
Do an interview.
Set up an appointment.
Style seed.
Tune in to the podcast. How about that?
Yeah. You got a podcast?
I don't know. I might start one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
very
saying?
informational.
I mean, you know, my thing is, I can talk. I just had
You're
to-
not shy.
No, not at all.
But that's what this interview has been really, really good. And Marcus shared a lot of stuff about, you know, what's going on in the city. I just hope that, you know, the thing that I took from that is I'm praying that you guys don't phase out. Of course, for weddings and stuff like that. But as far as the city needing live entertainment, we need it. Like,
I like to get close and let them know I'm serious. Beat Down Band, y'all. We here.
make sure y'all book. Where can they tell them about your social media, where they can find you?
Beat
on
Down
social media?
Band Live on Instagram as well as Facebook. And then if you know the names of the individuals in the band, each one of us has our own social media. www.thebeatdownband.com. If the money's right, show's always tight.
Turn side to side.
I am